Welcome to the Explainer. Okay, today we are diving into something really interesting. It's a new technology called Source. And what it's trying to do, well, it's taking on one of the biggest, scariest challenges we're facing right now: AI-driven disinformation. Let's get into it.
Wow, okay, that's a pretty heavy opening line, right? The event horizon of disinformation. What they're saying is, we've basically reached this tipping point, a point of no return, where you just can't trust what you see and hear online anymore. So what's their big idea? Their solution is to stop relying on feelings of trust and instead lock it down with cold, hard math.
So let's dig into that idea a bit more. What exactly is this disinformation event horizon they're talking about? Well, this first section is all about setting the stage, really getting to the heart of the problem that Source was built to solve.
You know, it's not like the old days of clunky Photoshop jobs. We are now in a world where generative AI is just blurring everything. The line between what's real and what's fake is vanishing before our eyes. We're talking about stuff that's so hyper-realistic it can convincingly impersonate anyone, fake evidence for a court case, or even trick your phone's Face ID. It's a massive problem.
Okay, so if everything can be faked, how do you prove anything is real? That's the billion-dollar question, isn't it? This leads us to the core proposal of Source, this idea of turning truth into a constant.
So here it is. Source is a security ecosystem. Now, what does that mean? Basically, it uses cryptography, the math that secures everything from your bank account to your text messages, to create this unbreakable, verifiable chain of custody for any digital file right from the second it's created. It's what they call an active countermeasure. Instead of playing whack-a-mole trying to spot fakes after they're out in the wild, this system aims to prove what's real from the very beginning.
All right, so how does this whole thing actually work under the hood? Well, it's all built on what they call the 6 pillars of reality. Think of them as 6 different lines of defense, each one designed to shut down a very specific type of attack. Okay, protocol number 1, deepfake defense. This is the big one. So the threat, the vector, is pretty clear. AI is making these scarily realistic clones of people to fool us or get past security. The countermeasure? Well, this is clever. The idea is that the camera hardware itself signs the photo or video the instant it's taken, and it gets tied to the user's unique digital identity. That signature proves it came from a real device held by a real person, not some AI model in the cloud. Next up, protocol 2, and this one deals with a really tricky side effect of deepfakes called the liar's dividend. So what's that? It's when a bad guy gets caught doing something on camera and they just shrug and say, nope, that's a deepfake. They get to sow doubt and walk away. But with this system, the real footage would be irrevocably signed to their identity. There's no denying it. It's mathematically proven to be.
All right, pillar 3, context integrity. And man, we have all seen this one, right? Somebody takes real footage from like a protest 5 years ago in a different country and posts it like it's happening right now in your city. It's pure manipulation. So this protocol locks the GPS coordinates and the exact timestamp right into the file's cryptographic signature. If anyone tries to change that context, poof, the signature breaks and everyone knows it's been tampered with.
Now this fourth one, asset rights, this is huge for any creative person out there. Artists, musicians, you name it. The big problem right now is that AI models are just scraping up the entire internet, hoovering up creative work without any credit or payment to the original artist. This pillar aims to fix that by permanently anchoring every digital creation to its creator's identity. It gives them undeniable proof of ownership and a way to track their work. Number 5 is the identity shield, and you can think of it as a personal, digital bodyguard for your face and your voice. The vector here is someone stealing your biometric data to create fake content of you, either for fraud or just to create something malicious and non-consensual. This protocol is designed to lock your likeness down, so it can't be used by anyone, anywhere, without your explicit, cryptographically signed permission.
And finally, we have protocol 6, the analog gap defense. Now this one closes a really sneaky loophole. So what if an attacker just points their camera at a screen showing a video of you? That's called a rebroadcast attack. This is where things like LiDAR come in. That's the tech in some phones that uses lasers to map a room in 3D. By signing that 3D depth map at the moment of capture, the system can instantly tell the difference between a real 3-dimensional person and a flat 2-dimensional screen. Pretty smart.
So you have these 6 pillars, these 6 lines of defense. They're strong on their own, for sure, but the real magic happens when they all work together. They combine to create what's called the chain of custody.
And this is how it all connects. They call it the trust pipeline.
It's a four-step journey. Step 1. A secure sensor in your camera signs the raw data before anything else can touch it. Step 2. That data gets bound to a verified human identity. Step 3. The proof gets logged on a decentralized network. Think of it like a global public record book that's basically impossible to cheat or tamper with. And finally, Step 4. Anyone, you, me, a news organization, can use an app to check that proof. It's a seamless, unbroken chain of trust, all the way from the sensor to your screen.
So, okay, this all sounds really technical, right? But what does it actually mean for us? What would a world with this tech actually look like? Well, this leads to a pretty wild idea. They call it a sixth sense for reality.
See, the ultimate goal here isn't just to have another app on your phone that you have to open up and check. No, the vision is much bigger. They're talking about a truth layer for your everyday reality. Imagine putting on a pair of augmented reality glasses and having this system working in the background, constantly verifying the world around you in real time.
It's literally like giving yourself a sixth sense for what's real. In this future, you could be looking at a person giving a speech on TV, and if they're real and the feed is secure, you'd see a little golden glow around them in your AR display. But if it's a deep fake or unverified content, bam! It would flash bright red. No more guessing, no more uncertainty. You'd just see the truth.
And this really gets to the heart of it. This isn't about building a better fake detector. The whole point is to architect a reality where fakes just can't get a foothold in the first place. It's about fundamentally rebuilding our information ecosystem from the ground up. So the truth isn't something you have to search for, it's the default. Falsification becomes, as they say, mathematically impossible.
And that leaves us with a pretty massive question to chew on, doesn't it? If we could actually make falsification mathematically impossible, what does that do to our world? I mean, think about the implications for everything. For journalism, for the courts, for creative ownership, even just for trusting the people in our lives. What really happens to society when we can finally truly prove what's real?